Hi everyone, I'm Himika and welcome back to my channel. So as you have already guessed the video to see the title that what this video is going to be. So this video will be another type of video, yet very interesting. But first of all, thank you so much for giving such a good response in my previous video. So thank you so much for that. So one of my viewers has requested me a few days ago that she is not able to speak in English fluently, although she is a student of English literature, and she also doesn't understand the books of English literature while reading. So she actually requested me to make this video. So not only you dear, a lot of students out there who always try, who always want to speak in English fluently and who are always struggling with this language to speak fluently, but they can't, and they can't even express their thoughts in English, and often they face a lot of trouble when they try to speak in English in the college, in school, or in any function, or even in any job interview, and they are rejected from the job interview because of just they are not good at speaking in English. So today I'll be sharing with you how to speak in English fluently and what should be done. So do not further ado, let's get started with the video. So if you want to be a fluent person in English, if you want to speak in English properly, then you need to follow a few steps which are very important. So the first step is do brush up the grammar portion again. Yes, you need to practice, you need to brush up the grammar portion again, which you have already read in the class 7, 8, 9, and 10. Because grammar portion is a kind of portion which helps you to construct a sentence in any language for writing or speaking. So you need to practice your grammar very well, and I know that there are a lot of students who are very weak in grammar, and if you don't know, if you don't understand the grammar properly, then it will be very much difficult for you to speak in English. So try to practice the grammar very well, and there are a lot of chapters in our grammar book, but you just need to follow only 3 chapters. Number 1, verbs and tenses. Number 2, voice change. And number 3, narrations. Because these 3 chapters are mainly used to construct a sentence while speaking. So please try to practice these 3 chapters every day. But if you want to know that which book is better for you, then I'll suggest you the book Highlights written by P.K. Mukherjee, because there are a lot of things to learn, there are a lot of exercises to solve. But I'm not saying that you need to buy this book. If you have other books, then you can read that also. So you don't need to buy this particular book, and but I will surely post a picture of that book inside of this video. But every day try to solve at least 2 to 3 exercises from these 3 separate chapters, and do give minimum 1 to 2 hours to practice the grammar, because you need to practice it very well if you are very weak in grammar. So please give a little amount of time to practice the grammar, and I know it will help you to speak fluently. So follow this first step. So now talking about the second step. So I already said that there are a lot of students who can't speak in English properly, but they are very good at writing anything in English. So let me give an example so that it will totally clear to you. Let I'm a person and I'm very good at writing anything in English, but I'm not good at speaking in English. So if someone gives me a topic to write about, then I will be able to write anything in English. But if the same person gives me a topic to speak about, then I will not be able to speak a line properly, because I already said that I am very good at writing anything in English, but I'm not good at speaking in English. So for these kind of students, there is another step, which is maintain a diary and try to speak in English in front of the mirror. So now you must be thinking that why will we speak in front of the mirror? Yes, you need to speak in front of the mirror, because when you will stand in front of the mirror and try to speak, then it will create a face-to-face communication, and face-to-face communication is very important if you want to improve your communication skill. But first I have said that maintain a diary. So, and I know most of you are very much familiar with diary writing. So at the end of the day, when you will go to sleep, just try to maintain a diary, and whatever you have seen, whatever you want, whatever you have thought, just try to write down in your diary. And why I'm speaking about the diary, because I already said that you are very good at writing anything in English, but you are not good at speaking. So just whatever you are seeing, whatever you are thinking, just try to write it down in your diary, so that you can grip the sentences, you can grip the words. So maintain it at the end of the day, and the next day just go and stand in front of the mirror and just try to say the same thing which you wrote yesterday in your diary, and then you will be able to understand what kind of mistakes you are making. Because we all know that the more you will speak in English, the better you will get the result. And I know the first day when you will go to try these steps, then there will be a lot of mistakes there, you face a lot of difficulties while speaking, and you won't be able to speak in English properly. But doing this again and again, after 7 to 8 months, after a year, you will feel the change on yourself, and then you will be able to realize how good you can speak, and there will be no mistakes. So please try to follow these steps every day, and every day try to speak at least 20 to 40 lines in front of the mirror. And please give time to follow these steps. And I know there are a lot of students who always get shy to speak something to someone. So when you will start doing this process in front of the mirror, then you will be free from this shyness. So please do these steps, and every day try to speak whatever you want to express, whatever you want to say, whatever you prefer, but just try to speak in English, not in other language. Just try to speak in English every day. Do this, follow, and whenever you will get the break, whenever you have spare time, please don't waste your time and try to follow these steps again and again. And I know it will definitely help you to speak in English fluently. So please follow this second rule. So now talking about the third process, which is newspaper reading. Because newspaper reading is very much important for you if you want to speak in English properly, because we all know that newspaper reading not only helps us to gain a lot of words, but it also helps us to to improve our pronunciation. And if you want to speak in English fluently, properly, then clear pronunciation is very much important for you. And I know everyone is very busy now, they don't have time to read newspaper, but you need to give a little amount of time to read newspaper every day. And when you say someone that you are not good at speaking in English, you won't be able to speak in English fluently, then everyone says to read the newspaper, but no one says the actual process of reading newspaper. Yes, there is a big process of reading newspaper. So I have divided this particular step into two different steps, which are: number 1, reading newspaper loudly, and number 2, underline the difficult words while reading newspaper. So number 1, reading the newspaper loudly. Yes, you need to read the newspaper loudly, because when you read the newspaper a little bit louder, then it will reach to your ear, to your heart, which is very important. And if you, while reading the newspaper, if you pronounce a word wrong, then you will easily be able to identify the word that you are reading the word wrong. So please try to read the newspaper loudly. And number 2, uh, underline the difficult words. Yes, when you read the newspaper, you will find a lot of difficult words. So you just need to underline the difficult words and write it down in a copy. And after reading the newspaper properly, just find the meaning of that difficult words through your net or through any dictionary. But just find the meaning of that difficult words, and after that you need to make other sentences of using that difficult words. And when you will start this process, when you will start doing these, then you will be able to gain a lot of words, a lot of vocabulary on yourself. So please get into this habit of reading newspaper, and follow these two steps while reading newspaper, and it will definitely help you to grow. So now talking about the fourth step, which is reading the books. So reading the books mean it can be different kind of books like which are in your syllabus or non-syllabus books. So reading the books, and I know most of you don't understand the books of English literature or don't understand the books, any books, while reading. So first try to read the books which you have already read in your childhood, like Jato Hotels, Selected Animal Stories for Children, and number 2, Alice in the Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. So these are a kind of books which are very easy to comprehend, which are very easy to read also. So first start off with these kind of books which you are easily be able to understand, and which you have already read in your childhood, because these are quite childish kind of book. But whenever you feel that you are totally done with this book, you are totally be able to understand these books properly, Drain switched over to a little harder kind of books, like try to read The Wings of Fire by APJ Abdul Kalam, try to read Macbeth abridged version by William Shakespeare, and The Blue Umbrella by Ruskin Bond. So, but the books like The Wings of Fire by APJ Abdul Kalam, the novel written by Ruskin Bond, The Blue Umbrella, these books are quite easy to comprehend and quite easy to read. But first, start off with reading these kind of childish books. First, start off reading these kind of books which you have already read in your childhood. Then slowly start reading a little harder type of books which I have told now, because I know there are so many novels, plays, poetry in our syllabus in English honors. Some of the books are very easy to comprehend, some of the books are very tough. So because English honors is about reading the books and annotate the books, the more you will read the books, the better you will get the scores in your exam. So please read different kind of books. First of all, try to read different kind of easy books, and gradually start reading a little hard books. And I know it will really help you to grow up, it will really help you to become a fluent person in English. So please follow this step. Whenever you have time, whenever you get bored, then try to read these kind of books first of all, and then gradually start reading a little hard books. So these are the 4 steps which you need to follow if you want to be a fluent person in English. But however, the entire steps which I have discussed with you is a little time consuming. Yes, it's not like that today I followed these steps and tomorrow I will get the result, tomorrow I will be able to speak in English properly. No, it's not like that. But practicing again and again, more and more, then you will be able to speak in English properly. So you should have patience and keep trying, don't lose your hope, keep trying and don't stop at the middle way, and keep confidence on yourself that one day you will be able to speak in English. Okay, so keep trying. And it's all about my experience, because I had followed these steps whenever I was in my school, and still I have been following these steps, because to be honest, I was a student of Bengali medium, and my school was not at all an English medium. So I had followed these steps, and still I have been following. But I love this subject. So when I followed these steps, I didn't feel any pressure over me. So please don't waste your time, stop fooling about, and whenever you have time, do something useful. Whenever you have time, just try to read the easy books which I have said, try to read newspaper, and try to speak anything, whatever you want to speak, whatever you want to express, but just try to speak in English at least 20 to 40 lines in front of your mirror. But don't waste your time, and every day try these each and every steps which I have discussed with you, because I know it will definitely help you to grow up, it will definitely help you to become a fluent person in English. And after 6 to 8 months, after a year, you will feel a huge change on yourself, and then you will be able to speak in English fluently, and you will realize how good you can speak, and there will be no mistakes. Okay, so please try these each and every steps whatever I have discussed through this and throughout this video. So that's all for today's video. Hope you will like this video, and if this video is helpful for you, then don't forget to subscribe my channel and hit the bell button to get notified, so that once I upload my video you will get the notification. And share this video among your friends who are facing the same problems, and give this video a like. And if you have any difficulties, if you have any problem regarding this kind of topic, please let me know in the comment box below, and I'll try my best to help you out. So that's for today's video, and goodbye and thank you everyone.